Hi, my name is Michele. This video is here to introduce you to the lightning process. What is the lightning process? It's a cutting-edge technique, innovative, efficient, powerful, yet simple and really gentle, where you really regain control over your health. What does it involve? It involves 3 half days of course, a seminar you are doing. During those 3 half days, it's about 5 hours each day. You are going to have a practical time. You are going to have an academic time where I'm going to teach you all the knowledge I know and that are in relation to your health. And in the second part, I'm going to teach you the mental exercise of the lightning process. It's a very gentle and simple exercise. We can teach it to young people as soon as young as 7 years old. So you will have this knowledge part during the lightning process midday, and then the practical time. Every day you are going to learn a little bit more of the lightning process. Day 1 you are going to learn a little bit. Day 2 we are going to add a block, and day 3 we will add the final block, which is a block made to really create consistency in the application by your mind of the technique I have been teaching you. So, now. So,
it's all good. I can edit this. It's all good. It's all good.
So what can you expect from the lightning process? Well, the lightning process is a technique which is really helping more than 80% of the people who are using it. But of course, you have to use it. It's a self-healing technique. So this little exercise I'm going to teach you, you'll have to practice it several times per day. You might say, oh, it's going to take me so much time. No, it's a 1 minute and a half exercise. So you can practice it a little bit everywhere. Under the shower, when you're covering your bed, when you're washing your dishes, when you are driving in the car, you can practice it a lot of the time at this moment. So it's not a time-consuming exercise. It's really, really easy, and you can make it happen everywhere you want. Now, you might want to know what are the tools at the core of the lightning process. Well, there are so many tools. I can't tell everything about all of them. I'm going to take only three, but the main one, the most important ones. The first one, our first tool, is the plasticity of your brain. We call that neuroplasticity. What is neuroplasticity? It's really simple. It's when your brain uses neurological pathways. We could call that, programs, autopilots. We have millions of them in the mind. And your mind is used to use these small programs, or big ones, right? At some point when you cease using a program, then this pathway, these neurological pathways, weakens and sort of is forgotten. But if you keep using a certain kind of neurological pathways, then this pathway, this neurological path becomes big and powerful and easy to work on. And then it's the favorite path of your mind. And we think at the lightning process that your health is encompasses a lot, I don't know how many, a lot of neurological pathways and a lot of programs. And at some point, one of those programs, it doesn't matter what you're suffering from, chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, depression, anxiety, allergies, it doesn't matter. At some point, your neurological pathway of good health has been forgotten. Or you might say that there is a bug in your program of good health. The lightning process is a tool and gives you the tools to reuse, to refound, and to reuse these neurological pathways and activate it again and make it consistent so your mind will know where to go and which path, which program to use from now on. So that is the first thing we are using at the lightning process. The second concept at really the heart of the lightning process is the PER, what we call the physical emergency response. It's the fight and flight response. You all have heard about those, extraordinary stories when someone lifts a car or runs so fast and then the day after they just can't do it again. That's the fight and flight response. It's a physiological response located in your reptilian brain. And this response is here to allow you to survive in case of a threat and in case for the next 15 seconds or even 1 minute. This response, when we are sick, when we are having a bad illness or chronic illness, we are activating this response, this fight and flight response so many times during the day, maybe 1,000 or 2,000 times, right? So one thing that the lightning process is doing really, really well is to stop the stress response. Stop this physiological response where your endocrine system is so much activated that at some point it could give you autoimmune disease and it makes you so sick. The last thing I want to talk about, not the last thing at the core of the lightning process, but the last most important thing is your mind and body connection. Your most powerful ally, it's your mind. And your mind is the boss of your body. And with the lightning process, we have created a technique where you can regain control of the mind, regain control of all the neurological pathways that we call autopilot or programs. And you have a way to stop the wrong things happening in your body. Start to build whatever you want to have as behavior, as emotional, as thoughts, as medical event. You decide what you want and you make it happen by regaining control of your brain. It's like reprogramming your brain, but you do it alone because it's a self-healing technique. So you have the power. We have more than 80% of success. Personally, I have more than 90% of success. What do I call success? A success client for me is a client who is doing better, who has changed his life or their lives, who has improved their health or their emotional health. And I have a really good success. I can help you. Rely on me. My prices include a free follow-up. As long as we are talking about the lightning process, you will have access to me for free as many times as you want, and you will get better because I'm committed and I care for you. So don't hesitate. Browse on my website and please contact me for anything. Thank you.